You're listening to the Magnetic Boss Podcast. I'm your host, Calandra Martin, intuitive brand designer for spiritual entrepreneurs. The Magnetic Boss Podcast is where visionaries come together to openly share wisdom and authentic conversations. I know that you are ready to leave your legacy in the world and become sought out in your industry. I also know that you are sick and tired of getting overlooked. You're ready to have a magnetic business. I'm here to help you create your magnetic brand. It's my mission to help you show up confidently with a professional, irresistible online presence. If you're in this for the long game and all in on the big vision you have for your business, let's dive in. I have been getting so much feedback from the women in my community and in groups that I am in. Lately, my favorite place to hang out is in Facebook groups, quite honestly. I'm not a huge fan and never really have been of Instagram, and so I'm spending a lot of time either in Facebook groups or on Threads. And something that I'm really leaning into in this season, now that I'm wrapping up the wait list for Magnetic Lens, and we had such a great launch with that, I'm really leaning into this season of visibility for my audience and for my clients, because I'm hearing it over and over and over again in these groups from my clients, from women that have leaned on me for support and mentorship in this area, is that visibility can feel complicated. Visibility can feel hard. And I love to teach social media and marketing in a way that is simple and sustainable. Some of the things that I'm hearing from women is that, like, the technology itself is a roadblock. Having the time to post consistently is a roadblock. Finding your actual authentic voice is a roadblock. And then the consistency of creating the content and getting it out into the world is a roadblock. And for many women, what I recognize is that we really have to work hard as business owners to stay ahead of the curve of marketing. And with AI and with platform updates, it can feel really overwhelming. And either women are choosing not to use social media at all, right? Like, they're choosing not to post, they're not marketing themselves, they're relying on referral, word of mouth marketing, which is beautiful and how I have built my business in a lot of ways. But in order to position yourself as a thought leader and a mentor and somebody who can really create impact and build trust, that brand authority is built through social media. So there's women in two different lanes that I'm recognizing. It's the women that aren't doing anything because they're overwhelmed at the idea of it, or they're finding it's too complicated, or they are showing up and hustling their asses off and feeling burnt out or feeling like it's not actually moving the needle forward in their business because they're taking approaches to marketing and visibility that don't truly align with them. So I want to address that today in this episode and also invite you to give yourself permission to find an easier way to do this. Because what I know to be true is that what works in business for one person doesn't work for everybody. And that's actually a beautiful gift. It is something that allows you the flexibility to do what you want to do in your business. But it can feel like you are not following the rules, or it can feel like you are making the wrong choice sometimes if you're not entirely sure. And when it comes to social media, when it comes to standing out and showing up and getting clients online, that overwhelm can stop us in our tracks. So what I'm putting together for May, if you're listening to this episode in real time, I will be running a live masterclass May 18th at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And this masterclass is specifically for women 50 plus. That doesn't mean that you can't tune in if you are under 50 years old, but I'm finding that majority of the time my clients who are in this age range are really overwhelmed with social media. And I want to give you permission and show you how to not be online 24/7 to grow your business, because really what you need, and this isn't just like a copy and paste strategy, it's so unique to your business, but what you need is a simple plan, a clear message, and a way of showing up on social media that fits your life so that you don't feel like you are glued to your phone all day, and so that you're not learning every new app every 5 minutes, or like trying to understand whether or not you should be using Instagram to edit your reels or edits to edit your reels. I had a client ask me about that last week. I know that the women that have really big missions and are here to create a legacy are not interested in trying to keep up with trends. And they're not interested in trying to remember the silly dances or spending way too much time in Canva trying to create a graphic to go with their brand. Because the women that I work with are experienced in life, in their business, and they've built really incredible things and figured out a lot of things on their own and held everything together, right? Like, raise your hand if this is you. Even if you're not in your 50s, like maybe you're an old soul like me. But the problem is that you want your business to grow without it taking over your entire life. And for me, I value so deeply spending time with my family, being a homeschool mom, working less than 15 hours a week and not spending all of my time on social media. And I definitely don't want to be stressing about what I'm going to be posting again today and the next day, and putting together a content plan again today and the next day. So if you have been thinking to yourself, you don't know what to say in social media feels fake, you feel like you're too old for this, or you don't have time to be doing everything that you need to be doing on social media, I want you to know that you're capable of showing up, right? You're capable, you have everything that you need to build visibility, and it doesn't have to be in a way that burns you out. It can be in a way that allows you to live your life, spend time with your family, do the things that actually matter, and build that momentum and the authority and the visibility in your business that actually directly impacts your ROI, that directly impacts your revenue at the end of the day. Because really, that's the whole point, right, of showing up on social media, is to be bringing in clients and to be creating a name for yourself. And when I was doing this in my business in the beginning, I was right there with you, like overthinking every post, chasing all of the strategies, trying to keep up with what the trends were. And then I decided to just stop doing the things that I fucking hated, because it felt so consuming all the time. And I simplified everything, and I focused on real connections, my messaging, making it super clear, creating content that actually felt like me and not just like a carbon copy of whatever trend is happening online. And the result of that is that everything changed. I had more visibility. I had the aligned clients coming through the door because they organically found me on social media. I was building that consistent income, and I wasn't finding myself burning out or feeling like I had to scroll my phone and be on social media while my kids were playing, right? One of my most important things in my life is being a patient, present mom and being there for my kids. And I've built this business around motherhood, not the other way around, right? Like, I don't operate as a mom as an afterthought. I'm not operating as a mom because I have to, right? I'm running my business in order to fulfill the things that I desire in my life. So in this masterclass, we are really going to look at 3 important areas. The first one is how to stop wasting your time on the wrong things. Because what actually matters when it comes to getting you clients is not about bouncing between platforms or trying all of the strategies or scrambling because you feel like you're behind all the time. And I'm going to really showcase and give you examples on how to be more effective with your social media strategy so that you get time back in your calendar. The second thing that we're going to be covering in the masterclass is how to build authority without posting 24/7. I am not going to tell you that you have to post 3 to 5 times a week, because we are in a season of less is more, right? Like quality over quantity all day long. If you love creating content, amazing. I love creating content, but I would rather create content that has a bigger impact instead of burning myself out or chasing after trends. And then the third thing that we're going to cover in the masterclass is how to keep it really freaking simple. How to have a repeatable content plan rather than reinventing the wheel every week or staring at a blank screen and being like, what the heck am I creating? Or overthinking the post and making sure that it's perfect before you share it. Okay. So in this masterclass, we're going to shift from, I don't know what to say on social media, to I actually have a content plan that works for me. I know exactly where to focus. I know what to ignore when it comes to social media and visibility. And I know how to show up authentically as myself. And so much more. We're going to cover so much in this masterclass. My intention with this masterclass is to really give it all to you. Like, I'm not gatekeeping. I'm not going to make this like something behind a paywall. It is my invitation to you to simplify your strategy, to stop overthinking, to show up with confidence, which is probably one of the most important pieces that we're going to cover, and to really allow you to grow your business without social media consuming your life. So that is my invitation for you today. Sign up for the masterclass. The link is in the show notes. And just know that when it comes to showing up and building your business and utilizing the online space, there is no one size fits all. It is really about leveraging what works for you and tossing the rest out the window and doing it your own damn way. So that's what we're going to cover in the masterclass. You will also get an invitation to book a call with me when you sign up for the masterclass. And this is truly to give you some customized, intentional strategy for your unique business and to explore the ways that getting somebody as the right hand support in your business can really change things for you. Because I'm so aware that even if you have the perfect strategy, even if you've learned all of the things, sometimes it is truly the execution, the time, the skills, the tech that keeps women stuck. So I want to be there to support you if that's what you're needing. And I know that you're just going to walk away with so much from this masterclass. So I'm so excited for it. I'm really looking forward to seeing you there. And I would love to know if you want to reply on Instagram, like, what is it with social media that really gets you hung up? Is it the posting consistently? Is it the tech? Is it the pressure to follow the trends? Like, what is it? Because we are going to cover all of that and more in the masterclass. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe wherever you are listening so you never miss a beat. For episode show notes, visit calandramartin.com/podcast. Your iTunes reviews and your sharing of the show helps us reach more magnetic bosses just like you. Until next time.